at 5:30? Oh, okay.
Let's go live.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go ahead and call the meeting to order, and we will stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And then, let's see. Invocation. Philip, will you do that for us tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for all the blessings of this day. Thank you for the members of the Parks Board that's in our community to help make our parks and recreation a better place for everyone to enjoy and watch over this meeting. Help us make good decisions. All this that we ask in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Philip.
Roll call.
Ms. Emma,
Here.
Ms. Cranberry,
Here.
Mr. Patton,
Here.
Mr. Smith,
Here.
Ms. Knowles, not present. Ms. Pepe,
Here.
Ms. Arnold, not present.
All right, we have the minutes from the last meeting.
Everybody should have a copy in your packet to read over. If you
Those
haven't
were emailed
already.
to us as well.
Yeah, so if there's no corrections or additions, then I'll accept a motion.
I didn't see any when I read over it today,
I tried to read it, I didn't see any.
I didn't see
But
any.
you know, I got one eye, so,
so I will make a motion that we approve the minutes as presented.
okay, I'll second.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Got it. All right. All right, craft day.
Craft day was great. We had several families come out, make ornaments,
We did.
fill ornament balls with paint. They really enjoyed that. But it was a good day. Not as many as we've had in the last couple of years, but there was a lot going on that weekend. So we had a decent turnout.
It was good. We did.
Bedford was there, Miss Kathy was there. We had a couple of the college kids
Yeah,
come
the
in
credit,
and get some hours for volunteer.
They worked the bead table. I was so grateful.
Yeah. Yeah, they took over your bead
They need
table.
double hours for that bead table.
I had a mom feel. I was trying to tell them, it's all about the shaking and the twirling, not so much how much paint you put in the ornament. And I was watching it occur, and I was like, that's a whole lot of paint in there. I said, you should probably start shaking it. And she didn't put her cap on. She didn't put nothing over the top. She didn't put it. It's like, I told you it was a lot of paint.
So she spread it paint down.
But she did. She was very festive when she left.
And I think you were too.
I was very festive. Yeah. It was fun.
But it was a good day.
It was.
Everybody seemed to enjoy it.
They
that
did.
was there.
Good. All right, update on progress for the bathrooms at Aramine.
If you don't mind, I'll take this one.
Please.
All right.
So we do have the plans back, send it down to the code department that I used to be a part of, now they're making me mad. They're doing their job. So we did send it back to, the engineering firm, there's a few things that he missed. So again, we'll get that back and we'll get it out to bid. So I wanted it to be go out to bid this month and maybe for approval, but it'll be January hopefully.
Okay.
But we're close, we're close.
All right,
The closer, the better.
as long as you're moving forward, that's good. All right, the dedication for the shelter at Aramine.
I'm just want to apologize to everyone for not being able to be there with my mom being down. It kind of fell on me this weekend. So, but Bedford, thank you for stepping up and taking over that
My pleasure.
responsibility.
My pleasure.
Miss
was a good event.
Lima done wonderful, Bedford done
Yeah, I
wonderful.
didn't know I was gonna have to speak till I got there. So I did that off the top of my head.
Miss Stacy done, she
Rhonda
done a
just
great
asked if
job.
you were coming to
Yeah, I-
represent
I
Park and Rec,
thought I
and I
would just
said
be
yes.
like cutting a ribbon or,
When I asked,
or taking a picture or something. I did not realize that I was gonna have to speak, but we.
Well, I'm
made
glad
it
you
there.
did because I don't mind participating, but I just didn't know anything really to say about Mr. Baker. So I'm
She
glad.
done a
we were
wonderful
there.
job, and Mr. Davis done a wonderful job filling in for the mayor, so.
I turned the microphone my phone on for him.
Yeah, you
Yes,
did.
you did. Yeah, Mr. Davis was talking and he was like, can't nobody,
Nobody was hearing him.
He
He
had
was
never
just
cut the,
talking.
he never cut the mic. He had
Took
it
up
up to his
everything.
mouth, he just hadn't cut it on. It was so cute. Yeah, it really did turn out nice.
It was good, yeah.
And it was the Lord blessed us with a good day and a good turnout. I left right after.
Thank you,
I didn't
Miss
stay
Jackie, for having a
refreshments.
hand in preparing all that too.
Yeah. It was on the wrong day
You
for me, but
and
I
Miss
went on
Lori
anyway.
and Miss
But it was
Rhonda.
really nice.
And Miss
And
Rhonda
the
did
family
good
highly
job.
appreciated it. And all the family was there from out of town, so it was really nice. Okay. Oh, and Miss Chambers, yeah, she showed out like she normally do.
She was
She was
dancing, she
cute.
cutting the rug.
Yeah,
Was she?
did. I was like-
she danced all the way back to her seat.
All the way up to the podium and all the way back to the
Yeah,
seat.
it was really
She was-
cute.
Good.
All right. Dedication for shelter at Gardenia.
So the last update I had on that is the sign itself is being made. I haven't had any follow up on it, and I've reached out to Ms. Blevins, who's doing the monument, so that's in the works as well.
Good.
I think we're probably gonna push it on back to the spring since it's so cold.
I would
So
That's
that
a
we can
great
have,
idea.
so that we can have a better turnout, because, I mean, that's what I had been talking to some of the people up in the park. And as long as they know that we're working on it and we're doing it, which they do, but I just would like to have a good turnout, and I think if we put it, not have it in the dead of winter, it'll be better.
Like April.
If that's okay with everybody.
That's
I'm
wonderful
just
with me.
suggesting.
well, I think we appreciate that feedback. The monument, I think it takes a while to do those.
Yeah, that's what they said, the plaque, that it was gonna take a while to do that, so I was like, yeah, we can just push it back. But Philip, Home Depot in Spring Hill is supposed to be donating, hedges to go across, right there where we got them rocks.
Yes, ma'am.
And as soon as I can get them, I'm gonna let you know.
Okay.
And, I'm with this trouble with my eyes, so if I'm not gonna be able to dig it, I'm gonna need somebody to plant them for me.
Yeah, just holler at us.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Hey,
Let the record reflect Ms. Arnold.
did you bring me tea?
Present.
Did you bring me tea? So if that's okay, we'll do that in the spring, and I'll let you know, I'll give you the follow-up about the hedges as soon as I get them. Special reports from city departments, we have any?
I have one if you don't mind. So next month agenda, I'll have an item on there. We got a conceptual design back for the grant received community center.
Mhm.
There's a few things I don't like about it, so I'll talk with them, and it's conceptual. And we ain't signed a contract on it yet with the state for the grant, but it's pretty good stuff. So there's a few things I'd like to change around before I present it to you guys, but hopefully next month we'll put it up there and discuss it and some feedback
Good.
on that part.
Good.
Okay.
Kind of like the Rotary Pavilion. I mean, we have it. Might as well take good care of it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of things in there that I think is beneficial and that we will like, and there's a lot of things we're like, we need to change that.
Okay.
But we'll look at it next month.
Good.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Really excited about getting all that information and
I'm just excited that that it's
Yeah.
happening. I mean, the center is a great facility, and I just
Yeah.
hate to see it, being
making improvements over there is going to be a
I'm
big.
sorry, I was talking to you. Can you say that again?
Yes, ma'am. So next month I'd like to have on the agenda, I did get the conceptual design back for the community center for the $2 million grant we received.
Right.
So there's a lot of things in there I think you guys would like. There's a lot of things I already don't necessarily like. So I'm going to talk to them about that and then take feedback. It's still conceptual. We've been awarded the grant. We signed the contracts on the grant, but we do have the architect firm secured. But we'll sign those contracts and we'll get into the nitty gritty. But I'd like you guys to see the concept to make sure there's nothing we're missing.
Okay.
And go from there.
It's always
Yeah.
good to have other eyes look at it, because we may see something that nobody else saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know.
There's a lot of cool things in there I think you guys will like.
good.
All right. New business, list of dates for all events for the 2025.
In your packet, each one of you on the back page is a list of tentative dates for things that we had talked about at last meeting. Just some dates that fit into the calendar. There were a couple other dates that were open that could be moved around, and depending on construction with the grant or weather for outside events or things of that matter, or even other things going on in the community, these dates may change. So just if you see any issues,
I see
Or-
it's full.
huh?
I see it's full. That's
Yes.
something every month. I think it's
Yeah.
fantastic.
So I tried to do something every month, something, some a little different. Some as our yearly, like our daddy daughter dance and our things of that nature that just bring in the big crowds.
Like this September 20th at Aero Mines Park, really depends on what's happening at Aero Mines Park.
Yes.
Because if we don't have electricity out there, facilities out there, it's not really a good spot to show a movie. It's better to use Gardenia again. There's bathroom,
Yeah.
electricity.
If we don't, I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah,
That
Are we
but
talking
that's a
about
possibility.
this
Yeah.
system? We're talking about,
September.
September,
no.
it's a movie night.
Okay,
Because we had talked, like we just did the one at Gardenia. So if the bathrooms are complete at around that time, then it would be a good time to maybe do a movie down there.
that's fine.
And I was gonna be very disappointed if we don't have a bathroom electricity by September.
Yeah.
But hopefully,
So-
Oh, I'm sure we will.
I hope.
Yeah, I got better, more confidence. in
But like I
us
said, all
than we
dates
did.
are tentative.
Yeah.
They can be changed if need be. So just kind of keep an eye, mark the
Well, according
calendars
to the
and
sign on the road, I mean, September 2025, all this other stuff's gonna be finished too. And
Yeah.
I'm not for sure that's gonna happen either.
Me neither, Beth.
So I'm just being
We
realistic.
take one step forward and two.
There's always room for change.
Yeah.
We might have to change some of
we
it.
might have to change some things.
But tentatively, you have a full calendar and I think it's good.
Thanks for bringing them up.
All right. Well, that's A, so I don't understand what B is, but. Isn't that the same as A,
Hmm.
I would
or is
like,
that different?
That's the only, they go hand in hand.
no, we had talked about, information getting out to the public in last
yeah.
meeting.
Uh-huh.
Like
One
it,
of the- Yeah, one of the.
like people not
gentlemen-
knowing that
help.
things were
Yeah,
happening.
there was
Other
some,
than,
the student portal somebody was talking about was
Yeah.
a good avenue. So when we get good confirmed dates on these, I don't know how to get this information to the student portal. But surely,
but I was wanting to talk to Michael Haywood, our IT guy,
Uh-huh.
to see if there was some way that we could set up like a calendar of events that we could post. To where like either on the city page, on our Facebook pages,
both.
or
both.
on both or all, just
And
so
then other
that we
people can
could,
share it to their pages
Yeah.
and get it out to more people.
so that
Right.
people would know, like, hey, this is what's going on in January at the community center
agree.
or with the city or
That's our
you know
biggest
things like that.
setback right now is lack
Yeah.
of communication. And it's not that we don't want to communicate. We have very limited means.
I mean, we send out our texts, we send out our flyers. We
If you send the
post
flyers out to the
our
school, though,
events.
Alicia, I have at the end of every year when we clean out the backpack, there was flyers all from all year long that never made it to my hands.
Yeah.
They get in the backpack,
So-
but that doesn't mean they get to the parent.
All we have to do is send a flyer to Keith Stacy, email it to him at the central office, and he will approve it to be put out into the messages that go out to the parents and everything.
Okay.
See,
You
that's our
email it to Keith Stacy at Murray, Keith Stacy, Stacey, at murrayk12.org, and tell him that, you know, you're with Mount Pleasant, City of Mount Pleasant, and we're wanting to send out this announcement for community events. Would it be okay? And he'll approve it and send it out, and then the principals can shoot it out to everybody at their school.
Okay.
that's a more efficient thing than what we've
Yeah.
been doing.
Yeah.
But
Definitely. That would be a
I
lot
hear it
quicker.
at
It-
after every event. I hear from so many people. I had no idea.
It texts it, it emails it, it sends it to
That's
everybody
great.
in their contacts. So if they have 15 people listed under emergency contact, it goes out to all.
That's fantastic. That's good.
one of the gentlemen that used to come quite often to our commissioners' meetings is the one that actually brought this up, and they was the ones that actually went forward with putting the community center over there. And that's one of the things that that they have a lack of, is because it's not just the kids. They want the neighborhood to know what's going on. And that's why they had asked, as a matter of fact, they was even willing to do the board over there. But they said we couldn't do with the running signs. But if we can't do the board with the running sign, why can't we put a board over there like we got over at the high school and the
A
middle
reader
school?
board.
Yeah, because that's where I get all my information from. Alex, my kids never told me nothing.
That's not,
I'm reading the signs on the board, so I know what's going on that week.
that's not the
No, we
first
had
conversation
talked
we've had
about
about this. This
one of
has
those at
been,
one
we've been
point.
talking about putting a reader board to community services.
Well, I
out
know
there.
they said something about with the running board, like they
You can't have
wanted,
that because it's in a
was
subdivision.
that was something about it was illegal with.
It's the house on the corner would have that flashing light in their living room window all night long.
Leanne wouldn't know the difference. She's knocked out. But anyway, that's my baby.
Just saying.
I'm only a kid. Anyway, I ain't gonna talk about my child like that. Anyway, so could we not do like a board like we do at the high school and the
We can
I
definitely.
had
do
one for a
some-
little while. Miss B gave it to me. It was just needed repair. It was in dire straits, and
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm having a bad night with my eye and these drugs. And I can't remember his name, but they was willing to help us raise some money for the board. I just gotta remember what his name is.
can't remember who she's talking about, but
He's got, you know, talking about this kind of gray-headed elderly man, but he
the one who
helped.
had the flooding problem over. What was his name?
What problem where?
Right over on Locust.
Oh.
Lived over there where the stream goes underneath the road.
Yes.
You know, man, he was at all our meetings. No.
Anyway, I'll have it for the next meeting. Anyway. But if we could think about that, because I think that would be a good way to get. I mean, even now they don't put the ball games up like they used to, and I miss them because I don't. You know, Alex ain't playing football, and if it's not up on the board when I drive by to drop him off, I don't know who we playing or if I want to go.
So if it's something you guys want to explore, I can put it on the list to look at. As far as the sign, I do believe there's one already in the area. As far as after hours, we can have that thing shut down at a certain time, but it can run during the day. I would look to get with codes and look at the zoning text on that. I think there's one over there, but is it not? I don't know.
I know there got to be one on the church over there, which I thought was pretty close to being in a residential area too, you know? And I didn't understand if they could have one at the church, why we couldn't have one at the community center. Yeah.
We look at the zoning and see if it applies, because the Mill Street's highway commercials, we have residential and
Mm-hmm.
commercial. And,
Yeah.
we have schools that are not residential. So,
Yeah.
so the zoning is, and see if it applies, and then we can look at it. And then
And they look at where we need to locate it. We might need to locate it on the other side,
Case in the middle school where there's
on the
nothing.
street, instead of facing the house.
Yeah.
It might need to be on, around the corner, you know, on,
Like more up towards the ball, between the ball
Right.
fields instead of,
like on the left side
Yeah.
of the, if you're standing in front of the community center and you're facing the middle school,
Right.
the left side versus the right
Yeah.
side.
Because he's been asking for this ever since I've been on the commission. And, you know, and we've always came up, and like I said, I got to get his name because they were the ones that put up that community center. I just think that, you know,
It's kind of like chickens rear their ugly head every so often with the commission meeting, you know?
one thing, and I'll just kind of talk out loud a little bit. I'll look at the zoning text from the planning on it. We have contingencies in this grant, and we're trying to meet criteria. So-
That would be good utilized.
See where I'm going with that?
Mhm, I do.
And I'm not saying that to be true. I'm just saying if it's something you want me to explore,
I do.
right, that would be
I'll
good.
explore it and see
It don't
how
hurt
we
to
can do that.
check. It don't hurt
Yeah.
to check.
Almost everybody in Mount Pleasant passes by that area,
Right.
yep,
at least
a
once.
one
Right.
street,
day's
one
time.
street or another.
So if you had information, not only could you share pertinent Parks and Rec information, but you could share pertinent city information as well. It's part of the city, you know what I mean? So,
Let me check on the zoning first, and then we'll go from there. And
Okay.
then, you know, even if the grant can't make contingencies for that, I mean,
yeah,
that's something we can plan on, and
mhm.
maybe.
That sounds
Yeah.
promising.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Because he's asked me several times, and I just hate to think I didn't do something.
All right.
You might put on the agenda next month for follow-up,
Yeah.
and I'll make sure I have some information.
General comments from citizens.
I don't think anybody showed up today. It's cold outside and it's hard to get to City Hall.
Yeah.
Dropping even more.
Next month, Laura and I will be swapping positions. Laura will be,
Acting Commission,
yes,
and you'll be a board member.
yeah.
I got you. I got you.
I requested to remain on Park and Recreation.
thank you.
And she,
I think
Well,
you
we're
should.
glad we can keep you.
she wants that position, so. I appreciate it if y'all have me.
We appreciate you wanting to be a part.
Do you have any other business?
I have one thing to add, just for now, it's just a thought. So one of the things that we had a lot of good feedback on this year was fireworks.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been behind for several months, and I finally got someone down here, 2 locations that were looking at either, Howard,
Mm-hmm.
not Howard, Barker Brewer Field,
Mm-hmm.
which I don't think is the best location, and which still at the top with schools, but I think the community center, by the middle school.
I do too.
looked into that, but I think that's an event, probably before the 4th, and, the food truck, same thing we had, and then have that a professional show. And I think that's something the city should do, and I'm hoping that we can get that done, so.
There's parking available, Philip. There's plenty of concrete pad to work off of. I mean, it's an ideal location for that event.
Just know that that's a vision right now.
I think it's a good
I
one.
think there's support for it. I think the community supported it.
Mhm.
As far as location, and especially at the community center, we can do it there, but we've got to have a
Definitely.
partnership with the schools, and I'll have to navigate that if that's the case. If not, the next best location would be Parker. I rode around with them last week, all locations.
It'd be nice if we can make it longer in a day, maybe splash pad in the afternoon, have
Yep.
food trucks or
Food truck,
barbecue
music,
or
splash
something.
pad, And then the 20-minute
Fireworks at night.
professional fireworks show at night.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a great.
I think it would be too.
As long as I have anything to do with it, I'd like to do it annually.
Yeah, if we could pull that off, that'd be fantastic, Philip.
Make it like a block party type thing.
Yeah, yeah, why not?
Is there a reason we can't bring Oktoberfest back when they finish?
Main Street is, I'll just, if you don't mind, Main Street, when Donna left Main Street and Miss Pennington took over, she has a different agenda right in the beginning, but I think as we've moved past the construction, I think she's wanting to do a fall festival of some kind.
Okay.
I think the Barbecue Fest in a whole got voted out by the Main Street organization. They thought it had run its course. I don't know why. Okay.
I mean, that's
That
our
was-
biggest,
yeah,
that
consider that
brings
was
in
one
our
of the biggest-
biggest.
I wasn't there for the vote.
Community.
That brings in our biggest.
It was. You didn't even have to advertise it, Jackie. People just showed up.
I know.
But so I think as a volunteer for Main Street, I think that is definitely something that's being considered after all the construction's over with.
Okay.
To bring back some kind of fall festival. Not that we can't have barbecue vendors available. Just to know that it would be a barbecue festival.
Okay.
I'll speak to that a little bit. I think, in a little defense of the Main Street, we knew downtown project
Was coming.
start.
That's right.
Even though it got delayed a few times. I do think we'll work towards that with Main Street.
Mhm.
But if, I'll say this peacefully, if Main Street don't do it, the Parks and Rec Board can do it because it's still our downtown.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought, because a lot of people want to know why we got rid of
Yeah.
it.
We, I don't
And
think we
I
got
mean,
rid of it. I think we got.
well, that's what they feel like.
Well, there
because
was,
we
like you
didn't have-
said, there was, I
The
think,
first year, he really took over right before it was supposed to happen.
Yeah, so
And she didn't want that to be her first thing coming in without having a lot of time to prepare for it.
Right,
and that
And then
defense,
this
you know,
year was construction.
okay.
Yeah, in that defense, it was supposed to start and it got delayed.
yes.
So
Like
then-
that wasn't there for the vote, but I'd heard about it. We were on vacation when the vote took place, but the conversation was that it started off as a Scarecrow Festival, that it was a barbecue festival, and just how the Scarecrow Festival had run its course, that maybe the Barbecue Fest, we could change it to an arts and music festival. There was lots of discussion that took place that night that I wasn't there, but not that they were going to do away with the fall festival forever, just postpone until the construction was done.
Well, we had talked about doing the costume thing too. That
Halloween.
would be a good thing, just combine all of that together for that.
Well, several people at the Haunted Trail have voiced an interest since day one, the first one we did, about how wonderful this could be, what a great location was, how we could grow this event. And I think we've done so every year a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yes.
We've added this to it, we've extended this, we've done that, and it's gotten, this past Halloween, the only reason why we didn't have as many people as every other year was because of the Halloween costume contest that was taking
Right.
place
Yeah.
with the craft fair
And there were
right up
several
there.
other events going on
Right,
too around. I think Columbia had an
Yeah.
event going on. A couple of churches had events going on. So it
But
was
we
just
still
it
had
was just a
800-900
busy
people come
weekend.
through. We still had 800-900 people.
Yeah,
Yeah. Versus the 1,200 that we had the year before. It's still a success.
Yeah.
By all means. But yeah, I think incorporating the Halloween costume contest into our Halloween Haunted Trail event is a good thing for us.
I do too.
Whether we have a barbecue festival downtown or what,
I mean,
think we should definitely.
I don't guess it actually has to be downtown. I think downtown is center attention, and that's where a lot of people came. And plus, you know, it actually brought business to the shops because they was open late.
Well, Main Street's purpose altogether is to generate traffic for the downtown
Right,
area.
that's what I'm saying. It
And,
brought
so, and
people
they're
in.
required to do big events. That's why the Christmas tree lighting is taking place. You know, that is one of the Main Street events, which is, I don't know how much traffic's driving to downtown, but it is a Main Street event. And then the touch truck was a Main Street event. And,
Polar Express was Main Street event
Yeah.
at the library.
yeah, the Polar Express event at the library. We've done a lot of things at the library here recently with
Right.
Main Street. But after the construction gets, we had the car show. She did a car show too, cruise in.
You know, one of the things I think it's a lot of possibilities there. Through the design, power sources through downtown to be able to have events. So I think that was in the forethought.
I think so.
Moving forward, once it's complete, I know it's okay right now, but moving
Okay.
forward,
Yeah.
downtown, there's possibilities.
What is the timeline for that?
Summer 2025.
So substantial completion, substantial completion is June 1st, and then it's
Okay.
liquidated damages after that. Now, it depends on change orders, but
And what about the bridge out on the end of town? When-
same thing.
It's same day.
I don't have specific information because it's a TDOT project,
Right.
but 6 months or liquidated damage start occurring. I'll say that with the grain of salt. We're on a wastewater plant and they're already paying substantial liquidated damages here. That's because they're not done when they're supposed to be done. So it all depends on construction and weather and everything else. But the timelines are there. It's just what they complete.
It seems like a lot more movement has happened as of recently.
So a little update on that. I know it's outside of Parks and Rec, but a lot of it was a few grade issues, and then also the utility tie-ins. It took a long time. Now that we're almost done with all the utility tie-ins, now it's just
Yeah.
getting it done.
Yeah.
Getting the work done.
Yeah, it seems like I said, it went from a struggle to a whole lot really fast, you know. So, yeah. Fingers crossed.
All right. Anything else?
No, ma'am. I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.